Scrapbooking.com magazine presents the following Meet the Artist article from the October 2011 issue, Suzanne Cannon of Quiet Fire Design by Judy Kaufman. Projects by Suzanne Cannon and Becca Feakin. A drawing student once asked me how she would know if something was art. I answered in a typical teacher fashion by saying she'd know it when she saw it. Well, Suzanne Cannon's rubber stamps are works of art. Each letter, each curve, each tiny detail is evidence that a skilled human hand has created the calligraphy. Suzanne has had pen in hand since she was 11. She hand-lettered school projects and as a starving university student earned money lettering wedding invitations. She earned a degree in chemistry and didn't do any art, but made up for it right after university, joining a calligraphy society, drawing and taking pottery classes while working as a research chemist for over a decade. After she married, Suzanne and her husband moved to England, then to the U.S., living in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where they had their first child. They moved to the west coast of Canada, where they settled. Lettering jobs allowed Suzanne to be a stay-at-home mom. With the birth of a second child, chemistry and calligraphy both went on a back burner. She didn't have time to do the formal pieces of lettering with all the planning and design that go into that kind of work. Suzanne said it's not something that can be done in stops and starts because it involves warming up and then an uninterrupted block of time so that the work will flow. When there was more time, Suzanne returned to calligraphy. It was like riding a bicycle, easy to pick back up. Suzanne was ready to sell more of her work, but living in an isolated community made that a challenge, so she created a website. In addition to her art, Suzanne decided to sell tools and supplies. Quiet Fire Design began to take shape in ways its owner might not have predicted. In 2002, someone suggested that she have stamps made from her designs, and Suzanne decided to go for it. There are now close to 200 stamps. Suzanne selects quotes that speak to her, each one just right for stamping cards and artwork for life's occasions, big or small, happy or sad. The company name Quiet Fire Design existed long before the company was born. Suzanne had taken a graphic design class and, as an assignment, had to create a company name and logo. She thought that the words Quiet Fire Design suggested subtlety, strength, and artistry. It also represents the quiet but passionate way Suzanne Cannon pursues her art, one spark igniting the next, as each letter joins the next to become a word. Each word joins the next as a thought comes to life. Until recently, Suzanne ran Quiet Fire Design on her own. Now that she has an assistant, she's been able to begin selling stamps wholesale to brick-and-mortar stores. The company has a small design team with a varying range of styles. The group uses Quiet Fire Design stamps for monthly challenges and in their blogs and published work. You can find Quiet Fire Design on Facebook and YouTube as well. Of course, writing about stamps is nowhere near as much fun as using them. As soon as I hit the send button to transmit this story to the editor, I'm heading straight to the stamping table where my Quiet Fire Design stamps are waiting to see ink. And with a long afternoon stretched out ahead of me, who knows what's in store? A printable project card with instructions and a list of supplies can be found by clicking on the step-by-step instructions link within this article. To find the products featured in this article and shown in these layouts, check with your local scrapbook retailer. Browse our premier retail stores for coupons to a store near you. We hope you enjoyed this article. Don't miss the rest of the great articles and features in this month's issue of Scrapbooking.com magazine.